Come on.
Yeah, throw it in there.
Okay,
I thought I was going off the dome, man. Like, like before they made YouTube, they used to call me. Then I fell back. Son, I saw your list last night. You had that Nelly sweat suit, right?
No, I had to plan, but I get it.
You're gonna have females come up in there a whole lot too.
But
What player card in the seat?
so we finna go ahead and start this out the right way.
It ain't too many, man, but you know.
Bruh, you can't do that.
I got love for it. Hey, bitch, come here.
Oh, Jesus. And we are live, and apparently,
You just hold the R a little bit.
you know, when you're trying to figure out what each of us know about the West Coast, and he realized that Eazy-E is in the building. Ah, Jesus. It's Eazy-E, so you say it twice.
Nah, don't say that, man. I don't want to be affected with
Shut
that.
up.
I'm just saying.
No.
Don't wish that on me. Niggas
At
ain't like
all.
Eazy-E. Cats really didn't like it.
Easy was nice though, bro.
No, he wasn't.
Happy
He was writing
Wednesday.
everything Q wrote.
I wish I could mute them. You ever had a mute button you could do like this and they stop talking?
Puffy do it, but it's
On TV, they can do it. Happy Wednesday
Puffy on the West.
and welcome. As you can see,
You don't
we're
like
talking
Easy?
West Coast
You don't like Easy?
legends today.
My fault, people, man. We just getting into it a little early.
We on?
No hurt. We just sit on here playing.
Hello, America.
Try again.
Hello, America. I was trying to send
You
it.
ain't see when he jumped this in? Hey, bitch, come here.
That's my West Coast voice. That's my West Coast voice.
I'm trying to get the link on there.
All right, so we're gonna exclude Pac off top.
Why?
Why?
I'm just saying, because he really ain't from the West.
Nah, but he did. Like, cause my whole thing is I had M in the too.
That they got on red and white.
I had on M. I had on
Oh
M.
shit!
What
I
happened?
ain't real on red and blue hats. The marathon continues over here behind me.
This man think about gang signs, bro. Come on, bro. I ain't got no. I don't claim no set.
They are. They beefing already. You see how they came in here and came in lit, right?
I'm trying to.
But we're talking about West Coast legends. So normally we get on and we're talking about top 10. We're talking about down south legends. We're talking all the things we love.
We'll
But
get to that too, though.
we are going to start hitting up legends by regions. This week we're doing West Coast. We're going to get Midwest. We're going to talk about. We're going to break the South up because then there's the Texas South and then there's my South. And then, of course, we're going to go back up north, which they're going to be beefing again because this is just what, they do.
Hold on, though. With your last comment, what's wrong with Texas stuff?
Ain't nothing wrong with hip
I
hop.
ain't from Texas.
I mean,
What that mean? What that mean? Like, yeah.
Texas, Houston, Texas, and Georgia, Texas. We're not doing it. With Houston and Georgia ain't the same.
So which Texas has the better rappers?
We in the West Coast right now. Can you come out of the South?
we gonna what you call it?
H-Town, stay down, boy. You
Parking lot
from
that.
Texas.
We gonna parking lot that.
Tell you more. Y'all know it's Wednesday. When Wednesday, they be Wednesday, right? Right. So
Gotta get over the hump.
we do. So who is the greatest out of the West Coast?
The greatest?
Ooh, how you did it last week? Got him with one, didn't I?
Yeah. But what's the criteria of like the greatest? Like, what are we going off here? Because if Dr. Dre is the dude,
He's definitely the
Dre
truth.
Dr.
is
Dre is
the
the
dude.
dude. So like,
But so is Q though.
Cube is not messing with Dre.
Only thing that Dre is doing is producing. But you gotta think about it.
He's producing those dudes.
But the majority of everything they was spitting was written by Q.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Cube and Ren, bro. Ren's nice too.
See,
But
right?
what I'm saying is Dre not right. He
wasn't.
So you can't exclude Q out of that.
No,
because without my words to put on your beats, nigga, you ain't got shit.
I mean, what is it like? Are we there yet, or like Friday? What you fight for Q for? The thing is the hip hop. My thing is this. You speaking of Q, but Dre got his hand on Q. Dre got his hand on M. Kendrick.
You know why Q was the greatest
Snoop.
man? You know why? Because Q was
N.W.A.
the smartest one to not sign that shit. That's what makes him a legend.
But that makes him the greatest.
But
out
Dre
of all
made
the West
$300 million in 3 times, bro. Like $300
So
million.
when we talk West
Clearly,
Coast
Dre's his
legends,
favorite,
we're talking
right?
about
Dre got
Snoop.
beats, man.
We're talking Kendrick Lamar.
Literally and figuratively, bro. Literally and figuratively.
We're talking Ice Cube. We're talking Dr. Dre. We're talking Snoop. I had to make a list because there's a lot of them. Tupac does included in there. Eazy-E, Corrupt, Too Short,
Damn,
Mac
we gonna put
Dre,
M there.
Ice-T, Cypress Hill. I got M in there. Schoolboy Q, Warren G, The Game, DJ Quick, Exhibit.
R.P. Nation.
Hold on.
Creator,
You reading
Mac
off your
10.
phone? You reading off your phone?
I
Like,
sure did.
hold on,
I had to pull a list because I don't know.
That's what makes you mad. That's what vexes me.
Kendrick's best West Coast rapper. That's why I fuck with Sean.
What about cats like Razzcast?
He's alright.
He didn't make
Razzcast is
the
alright. Razzcast is alright.
It's alright, man. He's
Okay, what if we talk about sales? What we talk about impact?
No.
Like, what about MC Hammer?
I don't.
West Coast overall.
I'm not being funny. What about MC Hammer? Like, what's the criteria here?
Bro, I was about to say Hammer was definitely the man during this time.
He is a West Coast legend.
That's what I was about to say. Hammer was definitely the man.
What about Exhibit? When he was with alcoholics?
You really think he's a West Coast legend though? Exhibit.
I'm saying, like, what?
I'm just pimping rods.
But bro, what I'm saying is, I don't think we should go legends. I'm just saying, I thought we were paying homage.
We are saying
we know the
we
know
West Coast legends.
I know that, but we know the title. But what I'm saying is, we honestly know who they are. This Pop, Easy, Dre.
So what about Coolio? Because
Coolio had his 3-year run. Yeah, Coolio is nice. Coolio got a Grammy, bro.
Who can say East Coast without saying E40?
East Coast.
You mean West Coast?
West Coast without saying.
Hold up, man. First of all,
I can tell you when to go.
Hold up. You don't want to go. You read off your phone. I think we're a little hip hop coastal bias right here. Like, I hate to bring it up, but I think
We
y'all
are,
just East
which is
Coast
why
down
I
south
said
bias.
today we're going to do the West
No, you keep
Coast.
saying we. Say us. Say y'all.
I said that we were going to do the West Coast legends because we don't give the West Coast its.
They don't.
Really, the only one you know is the Beats by Dre.
See the young people.
I'm saying Razzcast. Y'all got to think about Cypress Hill. Y'all got to think about Jurassic 5. It's a couple of cats out there. Y'all think about, like, that's the Schoolboy Q. What about J-Rock? Like, my saying is, like, the West Coast is, like, pretty cool. Like, it's just not our flavor because we're not wearing khakis in the summertime.
Exhibit was a ghostwriter. I learned that when I was researching.
I don't know, man. Like I said, this is gonna be mostly y'all.
I'll tell you what. Take away Dre. This is what we're going to exclude. Dre,
exclude.
How you say legends and exclude Dre?
Because, like, I don't want y'all just leaning off what they already know. This is for them out there to make sure they don't cheat y'all. Yeah.
You throwing them low jacks.
Got here before the camera started.
Because they're trying to buy out. You heard Erin say, like, I'm leading this to y'all. She's on the phone, like, according to Google. And then Google said.
According to Ian. N.
Listen, N. This is the N. So, my thing is this, okay? Let's just go like this. Give me the best 5. Give me the best 5 West Coast albums in your opinion. And that's how we'll start breaking down so much legends.
Are we leaving Dre in it? Because you said exclude. I'm asking.
Yeah, that was another time of the show. And that was been too hard. That would have been too hard for y'all.
So we changing it?
Yeah.
Because today I was listening to Forgot About Dre. Not that I was looking at the beats, but I was like, I really.
What were you doing looking at West Coast music today, though? That's what I'm saying.
We researched before the show.
Did you?
You know how you write your notes with pencil and paper? The younger generation.
Don't make it seem like I'm a dinosaur. Don't seem like I'm a dinosaur. Don't do that on camera. Yes, I do. Send you emails, Chris.
So we going doggy style.
Like
going doggy style.
He stopped his car with his feet.
Doggy style. We going doggy style. Go ahead. And the chronic.
Kendrick's first one. I wouldn't say pick, but if I'm gonna go with the second one.
Oh, got alone.
That's 3. West Coast. trying to think of the ones. I don't want to just name.
Great, I'm gonna help you out, man. Throw a Pac album in there, man.
You know, we didn't even say Nipsey at all.
Nah, that's too easy too.
Milwaukee's music is top 5 from the West. Easy.
Oh, there you go. Now you threw him a bone. Now he trying to like he's so knowledgeable on the subject. Go ahead.
Please.
Don't do that. You got
Good.
I already lost a wing last week.
People.
I lost a wing. Y'all like y'all know last week. I got
Just when the camera's on.
I can't even give you a fifth.
You heard me, bro. Just when the camera's
Let's get the cameras on. Gotta make it entertaining for the people. Yeah, I can't give you a fifth. Like,
okay, I'm gonna throw you one.
Yeah.
America's Most Wanted Ice Cube classic.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Rashad say
the name of
if y'all don't mention Shad say if y'all don't mention Ice Cube death certificate, we gonna have an immediate problem.
Death certificate is that's nice. But I think
America's Most Wanted. Yeah. But he came out with No Vaseline on the second one, though, right?
No Vaseline was on his first solo.
Mm-mm.
No, death certificate is it? That's
Yeah.
me and Shaw talking about the same thing.
Yeah,
Death certificate is it?
It's the one with No Vaseline. Yeah.
Shout out to Shaw.
Shout out.
Listen, if you just want to come back to the show, bro, like
That's all you had to say.
don't harass us, bro. Don't hide behind the keyboard, bro. Don't just like inbox us. Like what you doing? I'm like, nothing, grab some chips, come through and get on the show, but don't.
Death certificate over America's Most Wanted.
Yeah. Because that was the second one he had to go at N.W.A. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I love when we can take ourselves out of our comfort zones. And today one of them days where we didn't bring nobody so we can educate each other, and we're using you all to educate us because realistically, there is a bias. There's going to be a musical bias based off the generation you came in and your love for music, what you were exposed to, and what you hear most. I am definitely East Coast biased.
But what I'm saying is like, even then back in the day, like Razcast could rap with. He could rap with East, West, Midwest, down South. Whatever. Razcast was nice. He was just a bit forced
nice. He was nice. But I don't know if I'm like. It's what's messing me up is the title of the show. The word legend. I mean, when I hear that word.
What's a legend?
You got to be Dre or Pac to be a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Snoop's not a legend.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Those
and it's right. Too Short and 40 is not a legend.
Too Short is definitely a legend.
Like Too Short is like.
Too Short is.
He's like Master P of the West Coast.
So let me hit y'all with something.
Is Ice-T a legend, bro?
Ice-T is a legend.
Is he? Is he a legend, or did he just come out early with the gangster rap?
So I'm gonna hit you with something for both of y'all today. I sent it to you.
Hold on. Before you continue this,
that's a good question.
Give me 3 Ice-T songs.
Colors.
1.
5 in the morning. I mean 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning.
See, legends, you ain't gotta take that long. That's what I'm saying.
So today, it's funny you say that. Today we were talking about West Coast legends.
She got some more hits, man.
T-Pain put something out where he said, and I don't want to mess it up, but if Pac would have existed, if he would have still lived, and we would have really seen him compared to some people that came out after him, he wouldn't have been the legend that he is.
What?
I'm gonna read it verbatim to what he said.
What's it on YouTube?
He said Pac would have gotten ate the fuck up if he was still alive.
You know, that's what we got right here. Like oldest told the boy, we had a failure for the old folks communicate with the young folks.
What?
Ja Morant just did the same thing to Jordan, bro.
He did.
Like my thing is like
he did.
Come on, like I think we just.
He agree with you.
What? What did he agree
talking about? Ice-T being a legend.
I'm just asking, man.
You gotta think they're hard with legends.
Oh yeah,
that's true too. But he's on TV, man. He got commercials.
Hey, listen, his acting career is. I mean, you know, I can't take.
So you say his acting career is
better than his music career?
Huh?
Better than his music career? Is that what you asked?
More impactful.
Yes.
You think his acting career is more impactful? Not more consistent, but more impactful. To the culture.
And you know why I'm gonna say yes? Because
he's a wild style too now. I don't want just like what he's been doing now. He's been breaking wild style. Like he's been in movies, bro. Like,
yeah, but he turned his with his growth in acting, he turned his life around. Every song when he was rapping was "fuck the police," you know that shit. Then you play a cop for 17 years.
So like, bro, you can't. Like,
you knock him for that?
So my thing is like, you really didn't like Fishburne because you thought he was Ike Turner, bro?
Hey,
What you're not gonna do is
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what you're saying. Are you cash type?
what I'm saying is his impact. His impact is showing how you can go from one thing to something else great. That's what I'm talking about. His impact.
That's not talented because my thing is like, LL went from ladies' man to serious cop.
I mean, he did.
But Snoop, I mean, Q went from like gangster rap to family man. Like,
but Q still gets on records spitting that gangster shit. Ice-T ain't been on the record spitting shit in 20 years since he SVU. He was on Breaking back in '89.
K-Slay shit.
So if you rap and you stop rapping, then you lose it. Like,
no, you just don't become relevant because like what you're talking about, you can't live that. You can't talk about what's relevant to a 23-year-old at 48. It's impossible. But see, even when it comes down to brands and trends.
But that's what makes you a legend, though. The shit that I was into at 23, I'm still listening to on 39 by the same people.
No, I'm talking about like to remain like relevant. Like what I'm saying is like Big Daddy Kane and Rakim was nicer than Dougie Fresh, but Dougie Fresh somehow has still been able to stay relevant because of you see what I'm saying?
I see your point. I do see your point.
you can still be a legend even if you didn't continue to do legendary things.
That word legend is, I mean, it's gonna kill your argument with
it's
like,
tossed around a lot.
Like,
just like
you can still be a great rapper of your time frame. We're gonna still talk about great athletes even though they don't play ball no more.
Yeah, if they're a legend, there's a difference between being a great ball player and from being a legend.
There's a difference between a great rapper and being a legend. Of his time?
Of his time. A legend doesn't have a time. He's an all-time legend. Oh. Babe Ruth today is still considered one of the best baseball players ever. He played in 1927. That's a legend of the game. So if you're gonna be a legend, Dre is gonna go down as a fucking legend. West Coast and rap all together.
All together. You're gonna mention Dre.
You're gonna mention Dre forever when it comes to this rap shit.
My man said Coolio tricked us.
How did Coolio trick us? Because Dangerous Minds?
Is that the Google that you told me I wasn't supposed to use?
This is interactive. This is not for information. This is me getting an inbox about somebody saying, "Yo,
sound like there ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun."
All right, so don't use my quote. Give me your top 5 West Coast albums.
Huh?
Give me your top 5 West Coast albums.
Okay. In no particular order.
Right.
Y'all say what you want. I'm gonna take 5th to Get Rich or Die Trying on the West Coast, bro.
Is that a West Coast album?
It's a universal album, but it was
produced by a West Coast producer, but he's a complete East Coast rapper. He is not considered a West Coast legend.
What we said, we taking all pop albums away too?
No.
What I'm saying, West Coast. What I'm saying is like this. I get what you're saying. No, it's clearly 50 is a West Coast, Jamaica, Queens, whatever. But his record that released the company that released his record just happened to be sold in the West Coast. That's what I'm going off of, bro.
Okay, that's what when I say West Coast, I'm thinking of niggas in they song. They claim Compton. They claim LA. 50 never claimed that. Pop claimed LA. He has a song called "To Live and Die in LA."
I'm not saying that.
California Love. That's a West Coast record.
Let me get this. Okay. Let me ask you this, bro. Let me ask you this.
So big.
And let me ask y'all this. If let's say Ready to Die, right?
Oh, here you go.
No. Listen, I'm saying let's say Ready to Die. Let's say Get Rich or Die Trying. Mm-hmm. One of Eminem.
Jamal said now, Irk.
No, listen. Mo, for real, Mo, hear me out. What we said, Ready to Die, Get Rich or Die Trying. What was the third I said?
It's the Eminem album.
M album.
Which
let's
one?
Say anyone.
Marshall Mathers.
Marshall Mathers. Okay. Let's say
I really want to know what you
Beastie Boys Lights the Ill.
See.
Listen. One more. Let me say.
Boy, I'm about to.
No, hold up. And let's say Pink album. Pink. Any album. That shit was produced from somebody. It was from a company in South Carolina. You tell me everybody in South Carolina gonna say, "Yo, they from the South." No. Listen to the impact of those albums. And like they were released. The record company that releases them on is in Columbia on Main Street in a dirty building. It doesn't matter. That's Columbia. You tell me that wouldn't be a down south album?
No, because if they on the album screaming, "Nigga, I'm from Memphis," Tennessee, you not from Columbia.
Yeah, I shut the shit down. You don't say Columbia. If you don't say Metro Certified,
Jeezy don't say nothing about South Carolina.
Jeezy don't because he was in Atlanta. What he came out of was Atlanta, and then they went to New York.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
they don't say it.
Okay, that's crazy statement. Because everybody knew Jeezy was from Atlanta, and it was a Def Jam. Forget that. All I'm saying is, if we get a little bit, we're gonna take it all.
No.
It was on Death Row. Everybody knows Death Row is heavily affiliated with West Coast. So that's all I'm saying.
So you telling me right now, if Snoop wants to come make a new album, he does the whole thing with Diddy. That's an East Coast album.
Sean said, "Get Rich or Die Trying is not West Coast. You got to stop."
It's very much so West Coast, bro.
No.
It was an aftermath, right?
So Snoop made the album with Diddy and Jermaine Dupri. Let's say he go with Diddy and Jermaine Dupri. Is that a East Coast South album?
That's a tri-coast album, bro. That's a tri. That's a tri. That's a, you got down south, up, north, and out west. That's a try.
It's not a try. It's not a.
It is like it's like a tongue out.
Herc, you ain't never heard Kendrick Lamar say anything about claiming anywhere else other than Compton, because that boy's from Compton.
Okay.
That's a West Coast.
Let's get back to what the next thing was. Okay.
DJ Quick, West Coast legend.
DJ Quick. What about cats like DJ Pooh?
West Coast legend. That's what I'm saying. Those are West Coast legends.
Sean, you gonna mess if you mess up my food, I'm fighting you.
What Sean
So
said?
8 Ball MJG album with Puff. Is that a New York album?
Shaw, you being ridiculous right now, Shaw.
Tight.
I just want you to know I see you out and about. I know you hang out, bro. Like, these are questions you're going to have to ask me to my face. Okay? Shaw, don't do this. Shaw, just come in, bro. We were texting earlier today. Like, why you couldn't just ask me?
Oh, did you finish the album list?
No, I didn't. So I got Doggy Style. Mm-hmm. Of course, I got Chronic. Mm-hmm. Good Kid, Mad City.
Sound like my first 3.
Okay. America's Most Wanted.
That's number. No. Yeah. You want that one more? No, you wanted Death Certificate.
I wanted Death Certificate. But I still kind of like. I like.
America's Most Wanted is still nice, but you want Death Certificate.
Yes, I like Death Certificate. And I got to go pop with Me Against the World. And those are
Me Against the World. That's your favorite podcast? Okay.
I mean, I like Streets for my niggas too, bro. Like my whole thing is about Pop was hungry.
I'm not arguing with you.
You want me to go off the hit section? I can't just go because there was more in rotation. Like
what's for you?
That's what I'm saying. I did that. You like looked at me like I did something like I stole candy.
Because most people don't even know about that one. That's what I'm saying. Like I like where your head was at. Chris, you got your five that.
I told you I'm listening. I'm an East Coast girl. I'm learning today. The best I can do is give you a plaid shirt and button up the top.
But no, my whole thing is like
I'm gonna listen to Dre and Snoop and Kendrick. I mean, I knew the names, but even if I give you my top 10 list, which is why I said West Coast first, most people's top 10 list rarely has a West Coast person on, but West Coast is on. Like when I listened today and I pulled those hits out, Nothing But a G Thing is still gonna be one of my favorite songs. When you start going back and thinking about those videos and how the West, everybody had a run. If you think about music, when you talk about the 80s, up north had a run. And then you get into the 90s, the West Coast had a run. New Orleans had a run. Down 95 South, Florida had a run. Georgia had a run. Everybody had, the Midwest had a run. St. Louis and all that. You go through these moments where at that time, they are the hottest of the hot. So I said, let's dig into the West Coast because we haven't dug into that for real. We don't talk about Uncle Snoop a lot.
We don't talk about Snoop a lot, like unless he's in something. Like my whole thing is like, I'm not being funny. Like my whole thing is when I think of the West Coast, I think of like, I'm thinking of Hammer, bro. Although he was like,
I'm not mad at that.
But like, we don't think of like Sir Mix-a-Lot.
No, we don't. We think about that one song. We think about that one song he got. That don't make him a legend, bro.
Which one? My Posse's on Broadway.
See, that is not his best song.
I know it's not, but I'm being funny. Like he got more than one.
Though, I like that.
The bass line there, like
so he got 2.
He got a couple.
He wasn't there for that though.
Wow.
Hammer wasn't even there for that. Like who was there for that was like
no. Hammer was there for that.
Short.
Hammer was trying to be there.
Hammer showed them they could do like Hammer.
Don't
showed
you
like
say pumps in the bumps?
No.
He was trying to say they could do numbers and make that.
He was mad at Redman on that. Hammer, it was
talking about the Addams Family.
Hammer made a diss track with bikinis. Listen, Hammer made a diss track to Redman with bikinis.
And then did mention the game.
And then he was claiming it.
We didn't mention the game. We just you said his name.
I said his name, but you kind of skipped over and jumped right over to Dre Beats.
Y'all think Game is a legend?
No, I just think game is like relevant.
Okay.
Game impact is no. Game impact is
Doesn't
like
say
he doesn't have the impact that Nipsey had. Nipsey is gone.
Yeah, okay.
He didn't have that when we really hit mainstream Nipsey. Like my man tried to tell me about Nipsey like 8 years ago, and I was like,
I think the game had more than 2 hits. Now, he had 2
6
hits.
years ago. After that, like 2 years after that, I started understanding. Like when he died, you just got it more.
No,
right?
Boy put me on a little before that. A little bit before Miller.
I'm just saying myself.
No, I understand what you're saying though. No, but you're right. His impact was way bigger than games, and he's
game just tries too hard to me, man.
This is how.
I'm not saying I don't think games like nice. It's a lot of people like games.
Somebody
Nice.
wrote most of the game stuff. Be honest, but
like I remember I was in college one time, man, and we was talking about lyrics. It's like this when I realized like when you're regional and you local, like you love who you love. And we was talking about lyrics, man. I thought my man from the West Coast was crazy. He's like, yo, you in like 40?
now Nate Dogg is a conversation to have.
All right.
Nate Dogg is universal.
Nobody.
That's a legend.
No.
Does
That's
it better.
Nate Dogg
He
is a legend.
But he is.
of course, that's a
I'm about to
given.
say Nate is a legend.
That's a given. Like he's a hook man.
Because to this day, when they say regulators mount up, I get excited.
No, anything that Nate has,
Right, no matter what Nate is on.
Boss's Life, like what was nobody, like
This is that Boss's
Fabulous. I can't deny it. I'm proud.
It's Nate.
Nate was like
Nate.
Curtis Mayfield in his day for the West, right?
So what
Rashad, you and Shaw on teams again. Shaw said he agreed. The game do try too hard.
I don't need no friends now. I got my own water. Stay over there.
So that's West Coast conversation when it comes to music. I'm not sure I have
It was
enough.
a clear black night. Reach, I love you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, like I said, like
It's
I've been around the world.
from London to
London to the Bay.
It's Hammer Go Hammer.
It's Hammer Go Hammer, MC Hammer Yo Hammer. And the rest is on its way. Can't touch this. Hey, listen, bars. Bars.
Now-
Private jets.
They do have
With a perm.
With a perm. Came out with his own fashion and all. Everybody wants
Hey, he went into
No.
Hammer
He came out with his own
was
fashion
yonder.
and he came out with his own cartoon and his own Dogg.
His hustle was amazing.
They had a cartoon.
Lisa, don't be co-signing with him to my bars.
Bars. Lisa, bars. It's Hammer Go Hammer, MC Hammer Yo Hammer. Ooh, did you hear the flow? Did you hear the flow? Hammer should have been stoned.
Yeah.
Oh, too legit. I forgot about that.
Hammer's first single was "Please Hammer Don't Hurt."
So should Hammer be respected or like?
He should definitely
He should be respected. He was with the Adams family. And he told you going up and yonder.
The thing about
Hammer was a sacrifice. Bro.
Hammer wasn't made all that money. Came back to his hood, put his whole hood on. He gave everybody a goddamn.
No,
By the way, that was
Hammer's
his
not broke.
downfall.
No, a lot of like he's not broke. He just doesn't have as much money as he gained.
What I'm saying, but his mentality: as soon as I get on, I'm bringing everybody with me.
Oh, of course,
And that's what took him down to.
That's dope.
That was dope, man.
He just spread love to Oakland with.
Metro, don't y'all do that? Like y'all did.
Metro, I will not let you. Listen, we eat peanut butter sandwiches.
Everybody was jamming the Hammer.
Or with peanut butter sandwiches.
He was definitely that guy. I'm not gonna take it from him.
Ham was nice, bro. Ham was so audacious that he thought he could challenge Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he was tripping.
And
Remember
that's
that?
when he lost it.
And that's when he lost it. I don't think Hammer went broke. I think
Hey, is Michael
Michael.
Jackson West Coast? Wasn't they from that too?
Michael is.
Michael Jackson's from Gary.
No, Michael is
Never mind. He
Michael-
moved to Hollywood
he just-
when he got rich.
Michael Jackson from Gary.
Stratosphere. He's not like from here. He's not universal. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not even global. Michael is
He's
alienist.
definitely
Like,
universal. He's in the
they
universe.
listen to shit on Mars.
Where's Neverland?
Remember the old cartoon that said they came down here, they said take us to your leader, and they came back with Mike with the glove.
With Mike with the glove.
Yo, I told you, Mike,
Michael's
stop the
definitely
Cold
Midwest.
War. They didn't want Reagan over there, but they asked for Michael
They
and
asked Mike to
Bubbles.
come through. He's talking about bubbles.
They did. They asked for the monkey.
They did not ask for both.
Gorbachev said if Reagan comes over here,
Good job.
Gorbachev, niggas, they done wrong. What's this?
It's Gorbachev. You're right.
Well, Oliver North and they
But he didn't ask for bubbles. He did not say bring me the monkey.
He said, "Man, Mike." Mike said, "The bubble shot with me." He said, "Bring the monkey."
Was Bubbles in his Air Forces?
I can't tell you what was going on with Bubbles, but when we saw Mike at that damn press conference, We saw
Bubbles was
Bubbles
on his lap.
6 months later. The war it wasn't Reagan.
So Mike and Bubbles stopped the Cold War?
Yes.
Fact check. Let me see.
No.
They're not gonna tell you that.
No.
Reagan not gonna let you. Reagan not gonna let you print that.
Lisa said you're not lying. You're accurate.
I don't have to. I don't need. Thank you, Lisa.
Say
Validity
it,
is not something I search for. It's already said.
He likes when the ladies
are on his side.
Listen, but no, Mike impact was crazy though.
Instead, he told him to bring the monkey.
So, huh?
He said, bring the monkey.
Bring the monkey. I told you Bubbles had a lot of talent, bro. Like,
he said Bubbles had more talent than Drake.
He does. Has Drake ever ended the war? Actually, that did. Here we are 6 months later. I'm asking the same question.
I can't stand y'all.
No. Let's get back to West Coast. What Hammer was to the West Coast, he don't get a lot of credit for. Hammer was really the sacrificial lamb, bro.
He was.
Because at the same time, he's somewhat polished what N.W.A. set for gangster rap.
But then he started claiming Atlanta then.
No, he just like Dion. Atlanta was like fly, bro.
Moved to Atlanta.
Hammer was the pioneer of gangster rap?
No, I said he polished what the West was staying for. It was a stigma.
Oh, he went from fuck the police to the Addams family.
No, Hammer never went to fuck the police.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like
made the West
N.W.A. was like fuck the police,
right.
And straight out of Compton, express yourself. They were very vocal about what they wanted to express. Okay, that was a stain because they were saying gangster rap was going to be
bad.
Exactly, it was going to be it was prohibited for the most part. They wanted it out the stores. All right, Hammer comes in claiming the West, but at the same time, too legit to quit. Can't touch us. Good, great personality. He cleaned it up, and he had to make that sacrifice. And we laugh at him, but he had a doll, a cartoon.
Hammer was the man.
Hammer was the man.
Hammer was the man.
You didn't do the too legit shit.
He did the too legit.
If you didn't, who didn't do the too legit to quit joint? How'd it go? Too legit to quit.
I didn't know all that. You put your hands up now. Forget.
Too legit.
See?
Shout out to my pops.
Forgot to cut.
Lisa, if you never did too legit, you can't have any more Hertz chicken.
You can't. And that's a good thing. I'm glad you acknowledge that. Like, we're gonna have to start asking these people. Did you listen to legit do this shit?
We have to make that's gonna be the code to get in the house now. If we have a party, if you can't do this,
you don't know the secret handshake.
If you don't know the secret handshake to get in on the chicken, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shit, when I just did it.
So it don't count.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
What other West Coast album puts you in the mood like, all right, I can play this all day? I don't think there's too many besides the Kendrick, Snoop, or Drake. That way you can just let ride.
What?
I mean, besides the ones that we've already named.
No, you got the Dogg Pound with Corrupt and Dash.
That whole album was nice.
Dogg Pound wasn't nice.
No.
I'm on top of the world. When niggas with perms and Derrick curls, ride around town with the flyers, girl. I'm smoking the upside and put like call my own.
All that, no.
That's because you get biased. You can't be biased.
I'm talking about the whole album.
And the typewriter. You right. They did the typewriter.
Like,
they had gold pants. I know it.
Shouts out to whoever shout out the typewriter. Hammer made he was a shrimp. He was a simp. I mean, have you seen it? Have you seen it?
Copy everybody.
Tell me how this.
High copy, man. He just come on.
Remake.
But you love Jay. They said
you didn't make. Jay has never made a remake of somebody else's song from the 1960s.
That's Puffy.
We're going West Coast today. Don't make me pull up my tail.
Don't worry, you gonna pull it up. Anyways,
he made Food's Paradise. That's his.
And if I hit the switch, I can make that ass drop.
See, that's a great song.
So, like, what I'm saying is, like, you
you think that Dogg Pound album was good?
The Dogg Pound album to come? No, that's what I'm saying. Dogg Pound, like,
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about.
You Dad's Corrupt.
No, Dad's Corrupt were nice. Yes,
that's the album, Dogg Pound. Yes, that was a good album.
The whole album, you think was
yes.
From track 1 to track 16 was nice.
Yes, bomb ass and all that was on there. Like, yes.
No, you don't hurt. You just trying to appease to the people because no, you don't.
No, like
Bro, I've listened to music with you before. You don't think that whole album?
no, that you didn't listen to everything though. You probably heard 200
He
songs.
plays George Michael.
You probably heard 200 songs.
200 songs.
Tell me, like,
You didn't hear the other 700.
I got a plethora. Vast. Like, whoa, what are you doing?
He don't think, he do have a difference in music though sometimes.
Yeah, listen, you can't have nigga. You got to be able to.
No, what I'm saying is like it's a different vibe. Like West Coast music is like
It's definitely
going to the cookout type vibe. It's not like before I go out the club. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a
So
different
I
vibe.
will give you that. West Coast music, when you do think of it, it's when you're like outside, cookout, grills going, drinking. But that's the image that they do give off, because that's when I hear California Love. That's when I hear Nothing But a G Thing. That's when I do hear those songs.
But see, what I'm saying is like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not East
Except
Coast
when
and down
down
south
for my
heavy.
niggas.
What I'm saying is like I know more singles than albums. I'm a bit West Coast biased too, but I know enough to respect and have a conversation with somebody from the West Coast.
I definitely can respect him.
You just saying like if you meet somebody from the West Coast in the airport, like y'all gonna be fighting.
Today,
No, you like nah, it was Biggie. You like it's Mac 10.
I didn't name enough, but
last week around and got a triple double. It's little stuff though. Little lyrics stick with you.
No, those are the mainstream joints.
yeah, I'm talking about stuff people ain't on.
That's why I said Razzcast. Like y'all, I think y'all really don't.
He was nice.
MC8, like I'm talking like besides he had one song that I remember with the
Off the fences side.
no, not that one. That's what I'm. It's besides that one. Oh, MC8 had good shit, man. Like Spice One was nice. My cousin John just tried to come on the Spice One. Like what I'm saying is I never took the whole album with me, but 3 or 4 songs. Like yeah,
You heard Reasons?
Beanie Siegel.
No, brother, no. The rapper Reason.
No,
Yeah, see, that's West Coast nigga. You mentioned that.
that's what, I didn't say I was up on it. I'm saying
His
like
whole
well,
album is that first one. It's real.
put
That's that one.
I thought you put me up something.
Me right, hell yeah.
See, that's all the mainstream.
So I want to ask you like name some songs by Reason because I don't think I got a reason to do that. But I feel like that's the shit you
Here
looked
you
up.
go. Here
Try to one up me. So do I need to ask you the name?
he goes.
I hate to put you in but listen. I don't want to make this personal. But it's like you threw a bomb out there. I didn't step on the foot that day. Do you mind giving me your top 3 reasons since you had a reason to ask me?
Reasons.
He got a song called Reasons.
No, I don't want a song called Reasons by Reasons. I get the reason you're saying that. I want you to give me 3 reasons why I should listen to Reasons. That's all I'm asking you, bro, besides Reasons.
Better Days. I can't even think of the name. Pop the trunk in the back. What's the name?
This name shit, too much hot potato chips.
Damn, what's the name of that song? Because that's my favorite track vibe.
He know we don't know. He know we don't know him, sis. So he tried to get creative. He's about, late nigga.
No.
He could call it Colombian Courage off the small.
We wouldn't know. That was it. So he got smarter us. Let's see my mainstream.
Goddamn 1 to 20.
Broad River Drive By.
I told you go get me.
Goddamn 1 to 20.
No. What's that, bro? That's dope. When you, I believe you. You said Broad River Drive By. I'm like Broad River Drive By. Bro, come on, bro. I was gonna look him up, bro. So you took my Blue Cross Blue Shield Verizon Wireless, 349. Like what? Hold up, bro. That's a flyer. Listen,
That nigga said Broad River Drive By. I hate that.
you know, I don't know. Soon as it's like Life. You remember when Life? He said, "Anybody been out reading the papers?" But he knew nobody could read, and all of them got Life. So it was a rhetorical question. He's like, "Man, shit, we went to Valley Street." He said, "You heard the reason?" I said, "Nah." He said, "Listen, he got a song called Hot Fritos." Oh shit! I should listen to this. Then he said,
Trying to one up me.
Then he said,
Fine.
"Hard Scrabble will forever be worked on." I'm like, what?
Hard Scrabble will forever be
Hold up, man. Let me
Hard
think.
Scrabble will forever be worked on.
like the Atlanta freeway. That shit is always under construction.
Nah, I'm joking. I never heard a reason though, for real.
Oh my god!
But it's. I don't dig like this
You got tears in your eyes. That man is stupid.
Tyler Creator guy. Like he's a bit out there for me.
Tyler the Creator. He's
Yeah.
in new generations. He's
definitely more new generation.
He's different now, but
he got a couple songs, but like as far as a whole album, I can't tell you I've listened to a whole album by Tyler the Creator.
Child, I didn't know who
But
it was.
he wins mad awards.
He does, and he puts
wins
on one
mad
hell of a
awards.
concert.
He's won a lot of awards, but like it's like
it ain't by our criteria, clearly.
So what about cats like Far Side?
You talking about the guy that Shad just tried to tell you that?
What about Digital Underground? Who?
Shad just clearly just.
You said Far Side?
He knew.
I told you, like, we sit down like once a week, discuss what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
And he, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, if you just want to be, bro, you like an honorary, like
CTS.
yes, you like CTS4.
We have our own people.
CTS4, bro. Like, but don't like jab me when we're on the show. Like, when you talking about
do it in private. He put his hand like this in front of the mic. I'm in trouble.
Especially when I'm telling him, like, yo, you remember Far Side? And I played him like 4 or 5 songs. He's like, oh, I forgot about that. Then he come on 3 days later, like, you forgot about Far Side. Like, are you reminding me about our conversation? Or you just, what did you say? What did you say?
He said, yeah, work.
What does that got to do with you taking our clandestine conversation and bringing it public and live, champ? Like, stop throwing
You got to get a little
jabs.
more from your West Coast feel, though.
I've been sitting here singing and laughing the whole
She
time.
said she don't know.
You been singing all the hits, though. You don't have no.
not-
You don't
I'm
know
not
any
good.
West Coast that's not mainstream.
Not mainstream.
So
at
what's
all.
Lady to Rage the hip hop? Lady to Rage is messing with who? Who you put her against?
Ooh.
You see my face, bro? Like, nigga, what?
Lady to Rage.
Nigga, what?
Who?
Lady Rage. I mean, she had a moment, but she wasn't that.
Jackie O would eat her up too. Run eat a hole through her.
I'm just saying, like, she broken stuff from my Afro Puffs, but after that, like,
But we going like I'm serious. All jokes. Like it's cats in the West Coast and like Dub-C is nice, bro. He's lyrical. He's nice.
is
Like
Mac 10 nice?
no, I don't think Mac 10 is nice. I think Dub-C was the lyrical content in the West Side Connection, right? Q was the face and influence, and then Q came with lyrics. Dub-C had a flow. He was the Q what Dro was the T.I. If that makes sense, but much more successful.
Okay.
Right? Somebody who could.
Shaw said Rage can rap.
Yes, she can, but we don't know that.
Rap kills.
No, but
Shit.
no, she's decent. But what I'm saying is like Dub-C was nice, bro. All jokes.
Yeah. I
MC
I fuck
Ren
with
was
Connection.
nice.
I mean,
I'm not looking for like it's certain groups. I'm not looking for like looking at the comical aspect. But like when I see Digital Underground, I'm thinking more so of a De La Soul of the East, or
okay, no.
what was Ludacris Camp? Just not as
DCP?
comical. Yeah, like I'm thinking of that. Like that's what I'm thinking about with that. Like they Humpty Dance and Kiss Me If I Kiss You Back and all around the world saying something like they got hits. Like what I'm saying, like that's what hip hop was like. You could be yourself. You didn't have to be so serious or gangster or fashionable or you wasn't a brand whore. You just ran brands.
You're absolutely correct, my brother. I'm just trying to, as we engage in this conversation, trying to think of more non-mainstream West Coast shit, and I can't.
And that was
Remember, Life Is Too Short, the ghetto, about Too Short. I ain't to my bitch. I ain't to my none of that before he became all that.
No.
You're a little younger, bro. But like, what I'm saying is like, the West Coast stood their ground, bro. Like at one point in time, like Eazy-E had more money than Russell Simmons, bro. Like the Ruthless Records was worth more than Def Jam Records in priority. I'm talking about they had Beastie Boys, they had Run DMC. Like Easy was running circles around them, bro.
Yeah, because of Q writing all the shit. Cuban Ran, as you said. But it wasn't because of Easy.
Cuban Ran was writing, but what I'm saying is like
he's talking about Ruthless Records, not just Easy rapping, but the record company.
He's talking about the record company that the white boy.
Yeah, I'm talking about itself, but like what I'm saying is like, but like that's the beauty in the team. Like what I'm saying is if I had your time management, your technical skills, her creativity to her level of following through, because we're all creative. Like I can imagine what it is, but what makes us a good team is like where I like thereof. That's where you step in naturally. So like I can't get mad at I can't be mad at Easy for being the image that stuck and Dre having the beat that stick and they having the lyrics.
So you're saying Easy was just the
they
image.
gave DLC.
Yeah. DLC is definitely like DLC is a legend. Like the It's getting funky, all that. Like, but DOC was doing a lot of writing too for Dre. So like, what I'm saying is like, it was just Ren, Q.
But you keep telling me Easy. What was? I think N.W.A could have been N.W.A without Easy.
No, Easy is what Puffy is to the East Coast, bro. Whether you like it or not.
Now that I can get back, and Jermaine Dupri.
Yes, exactly.
Puffy and Jermaine Dupri are producers that produce multi-million-dollar records. Easy ain't produced.
Tell me
shit.
one beat. Now I'll give Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri probably produced the beat. I doubt very seldom. I think Puffy said there and said, "Take this out, put this in, and have somebody do it." And I'm cool with that because he got an ear.
That's a
he got an
producer,
ear.
though.
Today, that's a producer. Yo, Easy's just as much a producer too because at the same time he had the influence of Dre. When Dre had to cater it around him.
I'm missing.
Was Eazy the producer, or was he the money behind?
He was the money behind it in the face. Dre was a producer naturally, but what I'm saying is like what Eazy was doing, Dre and Jermaine Dupri did, but at the same time they took it a little further. But standing in the studio saying, "I want to understand this beat a little bit more." Their eyes had ears. Eazy didn't even know. Eazy just knew the streets.
That's what I'm asking you. So, what was his real impact? Like you said he had a team.
His impact was his image, bro. He was the image.
Okay. All right, I need it.
Eazy was money and networking, and when you look at it that way, that does make sense. He was the money and networking. He was the money and the image. And that came from both of them.
So, like,
breaking down what you said. Daniel said that Eazy.
No, I'm trying to read what Shaw just said.
Shaw said the same thing. He said that Eazy was.
No, he says, y'all gonna get on my head.
Oh, he said if DOC had not lost his voice,
yeah, it'd be a different story.
That Snoop would not have been what he is.
Exactly. Because all Shaw, listen, you just went up a notch. You're back.
You better not get my
You're at number 3 now. Okay, you feel pretty heavy when you came against me, but I'm willing to forgive.
I'm glad Joe made up a camera.
For the world.
No, but all jokes, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's a dope ass point.
Dre would have poured all his energy and efforts into DOC. DOC got to the accident and his voice was stripped. Like, you got to think he's like, it's getting funky. Like I said,
right. No, I agree with all that.
It's the diggy doctor. Remember that? Like,
I remember and the point you just made is what I needed to hear.
What?
That Eazy was the money in the face.
That's it.
Okay,
what I'm saying is this. Okay. Let me remind you of this. Okay. When Puffy first dropped Uptown Records, he still has influence, right? But then you were able to see what Puffy was when he got a Bad Boy. He was just a hype man that had an ear. Honestly, Jermaine Dupri Puff was a dancer. Jermaine Dupri was a dancer. Like, they had this rhythm. It was built in it. It was embedded in them. Like, it was melodic almost. Like, so my whole thing is like, they honestly understood, like, I got this face, I got this personality, I'm gonna run with it because I got a team. It's no different what Jeezy did. It's no different what Yo Gotti did. Like, it's like, yo, I'm putting money behind these cats, but at the same time, like, shit, I'm gonna go to get it done. So when Puffy took on this persona that he could sit here, if you look at the early video, he's dancing behind. Look at Flavor Year Remix, he's a dancer. Exactly. Look at Can't You See? He's dancing. My whole thing is like, now they're saying like, hey, we ain't got nobody step into the mic. Puffy like, this thing on. Like, that's what he always wanted to be. What I'm saying is Eazy was like, nah, I don't do that. But what I'm gonna do is say this and like, nah, that shit don't sound good. It's no different what Puffy said. But Puffy said, I want to be in the video and say this. And I want to say take that.
So Puffy is Eazy-E if he wanted to be seen?
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. What Puffy is to the East Coast, we must understand that's what Eazy was. Eazy was Eazy was doing this and didn't know what he was doing, bro. He was like the head against rap.
Eazy didn't have an ear, is what I'm saying.
He didn't. That's why I said that's what that's different.
Puffy had an ear. Eazy didn't have an ear. Eazy did exactly what Dre ran and Q told him to do.
No, bro, like Puffy.
Money, but
no, bro.
I think the movie.
I'm agreeing with you
like that.
No. What I'm saying is like Puffy saying we created the remix. Damn it, Eazy said I created gangster rap. That's all I'm telling you, bro.
Just like
he didn't create gangster
how he did when he got the
somebody else wrote it. He didn't create that shit. All he did was give a little.
They were writing the lifestyle of Eazy. That's why it fit. They were writing Eazy lifestyle.
I give you that one.
That's all I'm saying. Like, the whole thing is like, this man said the whole group is gonna move how my persona is.
And the persona. Max say so. Max don't say nothing.
Max said something?
Max said, see how they got quiet, I made to shut up. Max said Mac 10 was straight though.
Mac 10 was trash. Mac ain't said that. They just got the same name.
You come in the right
Mac, take your ass back in hibernation. Bro, what I'm saying is this. This man has 4 other cats. feeling protected to live how they want to live off this one guy's persona because they're protected in LA. Whether the music said that, the movie said that, they were all protected. So what I'm saying is when the FBI knocks on your door because you got a song saying "fuck the police," like bro, like you got bigger enemies. My whole thing is like they gained that by saying "fuck the police." Like they were public enemy number one. So gangster rap was like on the shelf where it had to be stopped, so it brought more attention than just that. Dre just in the studio just making beats. Like
You saying that he was the Chinese guy from the Neptunes?
he was a sacrifice. That's all I said earlier.
He was.
No. Eazy was for real. Eazy was for real.
That's not what I'm saying.
Eazy was who?
Eazy was for real. He just couldn't make beats. Like Eazy had so much
He couldn't
attention.
make beats. He couldn't write rhymes. He couldn't do shit.
Besides
he was
Q,
the man in the. He was
besides Q, even Dre. Who else could hold a machine gun and say "fuck the police" and you believe it?
That's what I'm saying. I'm in the streets. Eazy was that nigga.
That's all I'm saying.
But we're not talking.
So when you saying "fuck the police," you're going on street credibility. We're not talking about how you didn't make beats.
Well, so his street credibility is gonna make him a legend on this list?
No, the street credibility made the group a legend on this list.
Max said that Dub C, Mac 10 was better than Dub C, bro.
Mac, are they piss testing you at your job, man? Huh?
I was stop reading.
Are they piss testing you at your job, bro? Are you high? What are you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
They drinking his juice.
Huh?
He drinking that good punch juice.
Shout out to Chad. Punch juice.
Ruthless Records. Without Ruthless Records, there was no N.W.A.
That's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying, there would have been no N.W.A, but that wasn't gonna stop Q nor Dre from what they was fucking gonna get accomplished.
What I'm saying is
no, Q was already in the group. He had to lead it to do something else with N.W.A. Q was gonna do what the fuck he was gonna do.
Not really, because we don't know that because he initially started Eazy.
We do.
He started with Eazy.
No, he started somewhere else.
He started with Eazy. No, he got with Eazy afterwards.
Just say Eazy was the brand.
And I can give
That's all I'm saying.
Sean, take off work. You can't say something.
You ain't getting no work done, bro.
That's all I'm saying. Nah, don't take off work. Just stop telling the people what we talked about damn Tuesday, bro.
Eazy was the money.
Eazy was the money. Eazy was the face.
Eazy just had.
He was a persona, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, but what I'm saying is like when you think of Bad Boy, you think of Puffy. At the Biggie down, you thought of Puffy. Like Mace held it down, but you still thought of Puffy, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's an identity.
Just take off.
So like, come on. What you want me to say? Like, you got the independent rappers. You got the cats that's like 40 who getting out of the trunk. Short been getting out of the trunk for 40 years, bro.
Guarantee who sold more records.
Out of who?
I don't know. That boy got his juice today.
Who is that, Mac?
You see the yellow state. You know who that is.
Out of Dub C and Mac 10, I imagine Mac 10. I imagine Mac 10.
Which is why I like when we go and dig in places that are out of the norm, because our comfort zone is the East Coast.
So like, well, it's cats like who not mainstream that'll tell like a lot of people. Like it's got cats like Glasses Malone, who's nice, bro. Yeah, bro. He's nice. But what I'm saying is like it's just bias against West Coast. I understand like the hatred they have for hip hop.
And I wouldn't say I have a bias against West Coast. If you nice, you nice.
Not particular. Huh? Because like Razzcast is like more.
He was. I mean, to
corrupt, but a lot of cats on the East Coast, bro. I know he's from the East Coast, but he's claiming the West. But Corrupt is nice, bro.
East Coast. Well, and I said this in an earlier episode. Where I would fuck. Where are you from? If you nice, you nice. Okay. Today we talked about West Coast, and the greatest West Coast niggas to me are the niggas who are main. Well, not everybody mainstream, but no, not everybody mainstream. But it's hard for me to have an argument that we just had with Eazy and say Eazy was nice or he's a legend. I can't put Eazy as a fucking West Coast rap legend. I can't.
Bro. Well, I'm not saying that, bro. I'm saying like Larry June. Like Larry June is nice, bro. Larry June is
nice.
Huh?
Beyond nice.
Don Kenny, nice.
Larry.
Don Kenny, nice.
West Coast.
Bro, I know. I know.
My bad.
No. See. Say it. How did he forget it? Because he never knew. That's why I said it. I knew. I left it in the back of my compartment. And I said, I'm gonna play this big joker when he think I'm done. Larry Jr.'s I said. Don Kennedy as I too said. They're nice.
I forget about my nigga Don.
No, but bro, Joe's like what I'm saying is like Eazy don't have no. They have more talent than Pinky than Eazy had in his whole body. But what I'm saying, the influence that Eazy has, bro, is it's undeniable, bro. He claimed the whole coast with us, bro. They took a whole identity on because it's.
So his influences was making him a West Coast legend for you.
Of course, because his influence, like what I'm saying is, we can't give Drake the credibility for putting his hands on
the West Coast debate. That's
50, Snoop, Warren G, and Nate Dogg without putting Eazy's print on Cube and Drake. We can't. It's inevitable, bro. We can't do that. Like they wouldn't. We wouldn't know that Dre would still be a DJ, bro.
No, he wouldn't still be a DJ.
How we know? Because it's talent.
Because of his talent.
No, it's all about timing, bro. It's all about timing. Right place, right time.
Not always.
All right.
Not always. There's certain niggas you know that they're so good, you know what they're gonna get done.
What I'm saying is, you think if they didn't have somebody who was credible. No, not funny. If you didn't have nobody that's credible, you think you go for somebody that's a DJ dressing up in sequins, them jumpsuits, the whole Uzi 6 months later, if they didn't believe who they was them pushing it for. That's the impact of Eazy. Eazy was the West Coast, bro.
There's plenty of niggas in the West Coast doing that.
Right on. They didn't start cops in New York. They didn't start cops down south. They started that shit in Compton, bro. Okay?
He said Dre would be dancing and then finally stole the show.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Wait, no Eazy. They call him Eazy for a reason, bro. It was easy. Serious. I'm serious, like they, bro. He was.
I heard when you make up your own reasons.
No,
they call him
Eazy.
Knows reasons.
I don't know reasons. Don't give me reasons. I never heard reasons to this guy. Gave me no reasons to listen to reasons.
Look him up, and I promise you're gonna be like, yeah, he was nice.
No,
oh my god.
I look forward to coming to the house.
I promise you this.
Drink some bourbon. Sit in your bed.
Listen to reasons.
Listen to reasons, and he's just schooling me. That's the type of moments we have. Like we'll sit here and shoot a jive, but at the same time we call each other up. Like
for sure,
I need to hear him. You feel what I'm saying? I need to get there. So I'm looking forward to him. I don't know him, but I think you need to show Eazy a little bit more respect, bro.
I'm gonna rewatch this episode.
Even Razzcast, even 40.
I think 40 and Razzcast are nice. As rappers, I think they're better than Eazy as rappers. As rappers, influence, no.
Yeah.
As rappers,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So where's Jurassic 5? Is Jurassic 5 like a Tribe Called Quest of the West? Would you give them that? Would you give Far Sides or the Loonies? Like, what you think of Yuck Mouth?
Yeah, I give him the Tribe of the West. I would.
You got like Slum Village. I think no, Slum Village is not from the West, but I'm like that's one we can make comparisons to. Like,
yeah. No, they nice. They're definitely nice.
Like, but what you got when you got Top Dog Entertainment, right? Absol.
See,
nice. So like my whole thing is like I'm more
TD crew.
I'm more leaning towards what's been going on for the past 10 years to West Coast. But before that, it was a drop off. If it wasn't Snoop, if it wasn't M, if it wasn't produced by Drake. So like my bias comes from lack thereof, trying to gain that time frame that I dropped off. Before that, like you had to because that's the hits made you do. You had to play that attention. So like they wouldn't make a movie about fuck the police if it wasn't something big, bro. That's all I'm saying.
That was the whole movie was about fuck the police.
No, it was like the movement, like what they showed, like the gangster rap. Like this is when you have street credibility with knowledge. That's the whole thing they did. Like
I said earlier, he was definitely the man of the streets. And
when did we hear gangster rap? When did we hear gangster rap, bro? When do you think you heard gangster rap?
I didn't hear it till then, but I'm like you said, I'm a little young.
Only thing they did wrong, according to East versus West, was West Coast All-Star could not fuck with self-destruction. And they tried that. They tried to like duplicate self-destruction for the West. Humpty had the best part of that. That's what I'm saying. Like they had
Eminem is West Coast.
Eminem is West Coast. Eminem Snoop.
When
he is, bro.
You pull up stuff, he does come in as West Coast.
He is, bro.
If you go to the door, who doesn't, he claims nothing but Detroit.
He said Detroit what? But he picked his checks up in.
I mean, nigga, you have to either go to LA or New York to get that big break. And now you can throw Atlanta in there. But he just happened to be going to LA where he got a big break. He gets credit and homage to everybody in the West who gave him his break, who helped him out. But the man claims Detroit every day of his goddamn life.
Bro, if we take M back, y'all might not like this. Y'all might not like this. If we take M back, we must snatch Pop back, bro. It's only fair.
That was my first argument when we started this. Are we going to exclude Pop because
nigga, you trying to start an East Coast, West Coast war? Give him Pop.
already got ready to do that stuff?
But no, you understand what I'm saying? Like, but it's like.
But like I said, when I think of a nigga who wants to be a West Coast legend, it's the nigga who claims nothing but Long Beach. Nigga, I claim Compton. And don't think about this. We don't think about California, but there's a lot of rappers on the West Coast. We just don't know them because we only know about
California's so big. I'm not. It's very
California is the West Coast.
Oh yeah, but it says very seldom we get somebody from Washington.
I'm gonna say how many rappers come out of Seattle?
We don't know.
We got rappers that came out of Seattle.
We don't know because they go to LA to get their big break.
That's true too. I never heard nobody from Montana like that's the hardest motherfucker in Montana. That's the hardest motherfucker in South Dakota. That's Midwest, a little bit west, but that's the hardest motherfucker.
I ain't never seen a rap video and they had to kill a whale watching in Seattle.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's but they're so big. But listen, if you can win, it's three places. It's three places that you can win in. If you could take over four, I'm sorry.
Okay.
If you can win in New York, if you can win in Florida, Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a
Texas. Yeah, that's combo because I'm just giving you like New York, just small as both of them, but and you live in California.
In Cali.
Like if you conquer that, you pretty much platinum.
Look good.
So are rappers being based off where you were born and raised, where you found your popularity and you represent that you live at right now? What determines where you're from? Because there are people who rap in one place but were raised or born another. There are people who represent something, but that's not where they're from. They had to get that. Like Bow Wow doesn't say he's Ohio. I mean, he tells about Ohio, but he's in Atlanta. He's going to be associated with Georgia.
Oh, that was my question. With Pop claims. Like I said, he made a song to live and die in LA. He claims West Coast, but we can also take him out because nigga, that's not where you were born and raised. That's where you went and got your big break.
How about Corrupt too then?
I mean, yeah. There's a lot of niggas that can do that. That we can do that with. Not just niggas from the West Coast, niggas from the East Coast too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so what about Ludacris?
Another nigga we can talk about.
What about Jeezy?
We brought him up.
Well, I brought him up, and you just discredited me like I was speaking Chinese.
No, it's just that I couldn't give you extra credit for East Coast when we were talking West.
I don't need your voice to get the late or the tequila. At the end of the day,
No, but I mean,
At the end of the day, though, man, the West Coast has a lot of, and I'm not talking about just the Snoop Dre's and the M's. They got a lot of niggas that I can listen to. I just don't know if I can go track.
So let me ask you this. Just before we go to all this, and I want you to answer this too, Chris. Jokes. What separates the East from the West? Is it the East slash flamboyant? It's not because West Coast got like you see YG, we think he corny, but it's somebody like West like, oh, he's fried.
Yeah, but
it's no different for
Are we talking about influence or about music?
I'm talking about what because they both have their own industry. Like, they can both survive without one another. Like if you're in California, you can survive musically without New York. And East Coast, New York, New Jersey, down south, all that. Right?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. It's just California fighting the East Coast, but East Coast considered down south, Virginia, DC, Baltimore,
right. So they got
Florida.
State. But I don't know. I don't see a
it's
separation when it comes to music for me, bro. Because Kendrick is from the West Coast. Nigga, I listen to Kendrick Followers in a lot of East Coast.
Now you do.
I did it on his mixtape.
But before when they was wearing Dickie suits.
Trust me.
And they was wearing lumberjacks with Lopes and Chuck Taylors. Bro, they were not you were not dressing like that, bro.
I don't dress like the West Coast now, my God.
You gotta dress like what you listen to?
No, I'm saying the influence. Because I remember Snoop came out, everybody was wearing hockey jerseys, bro. I'm serious. Like it's the influence. Like when you got to influence nationally or globally, like that's what you are, bro. It's
so
not.
You had your hair curled like Snoop at one time?
No, I didn't. But what I'm saying is like, I wasn't wearing Chuck Taylor either, but I knew what Snoop was. He wasn't my guy at the time, but I knew what Snoop was. At the time, it was either Outkast, Wu-Tang, or Snoop. That's it. I'm serious. Like one of them had your
Or
influence.
Snoop. You right.
Like after a while, you remember when Drake came out, they started wearing turbans, bro.
See, that's what I'm saying though. We over here on the East Coast listening to Wu-Tang, Outkast, and Snoop. It didn't matter that Snoop was from the West Coast. He was just that nice at doing what he did. We didn't give a fuck he was from the West.
But that's rare.
Exactly. So what I'm telling you is, I don't think there's a separation. If you nice, you just nice.
So
now, what I can tell you is the sound is different from over there. But what you spitting and what I'm listening to, I don't give a fuck where you from.
I tell you what I'm trying to say is,
nobody ever puts a West Coast artist. Not that I've heard, but again, I'm going to talk to East Coast people. Nobody ever puts a West Coast artist in their top 10.
That's what I'm saying. So,
well, technically Pac, but
Kendrick and Pac is in my top 10. That's two West Coast niggas for you right there. Q,
and people discredit him, but he's known as a top.
But yeah, M is up there.
40 had his own legal. 40 was Freeway before Freeway.
He definitely was. He's okay, so do you really put 40 in your top 10 rappers?
No. But what I'm saying is this. I'm simply saying this.
I'm not saying 40 is not nice though.
To credit that, what I'm saying is like name me 5 one-hit wonders that was global for the West Coast. You can name 31 hit wonders. So what I'm saying is like, what? Where's the gap? Where's the gap? Is it the swag? Is it the flamboyant? Is it braggadocious?
But here's the thing about it: if you have a one-hit wonder, nigga, me too, the one-hit wonder where you from too. Nobody was feeling your shit.
I'm not doubting that. Cuckoo Cow is good.
So what I'm saying is there's no gap though. If your own region ain't feeling, you can't blame the niggas on the East for not liking it.
I'm saying it's a bias in the media.
On one piece of
I'm thinking it's a bias in the media, bro.
Nipsey blew up bigger
Nipsey was nice
when he passed than he did when he was living. More people knew about Nipsey after he was shot than they did when he was alive. Now the West Coast ate, slept, and breathed him. But the East Coast didn't jump on that bandwagon to the extent we do now.
There's a lot of niggas not on the Dom Kennedy or Larry June bandwagon either. But
exactly.
But we on the East. There's a lot of us on the East Coast who are though.
But we hip hop heads.
That's what I'm saying. So for us, it doesn't matter your region.
I'm sorry. I'm a hip hop head.
Did you just take it the other side?
Yeah, you saw how I look at the camera. Look. I'm a hip hop head. Look right in the camera, bro. They Google. I'm texting the kids.
He ain't texting the kids.
He want a peanut butter jelly sandwich. I'm gonna tell him no.
He'll be looking up
Google best singles from the West.
He got a list in his lap like he cheating.
I don't. If you're nice and you're from the West, you just nicer from the West. That does not matter.
Well, so,
East Coast take more pride overall being wordsmith than the. You said the East Coast takes more pride overall being wordsmith. You must be than the West Coast.
I agree with that. I agree. That's why I'm a bit heavy on the East Coast because the lyrical content, because the substance in the rap.
But you can't deny that some of these niggas in the West, i.e. Snoop and Kendrick,
yes,
you get what you lyrically.
Would you put
I'm just yes. Snoop ain't beat nobody lyrically, bro. Snoop is all swag. Snoop is all personality. So what I'm saying is, if I get Snoop that pass, I'm just trying to remind you, like, Eazy got to get that pass for what he is for gangster rap.
So what got Snoop?
There's no Snoop.
What makes people love Uncle Snoop wasn't because he's like lyrically a monster. It's because of his swag.
It's the fad. Snoop came out heavy and rolled that. Like, yes, Snoop is Snoop. Snoop could be in anybody's living room. I don't care what creed, what culture, or ethnicity. Like, Snoop can sit there. Drake can't even do that.
No lie there. There's no lie.
Drake can't do that.
There's no lie there.
Jay-Z can't even do that. He'll be accepted because you wouldn't be comfortable. Like Snoop, you could honestly chill with, and that's his cloth for authenticity. Like that's what his.
He was a different sound.
Yeah, and he's a different mood. Like my whole thing is like Snoop is in the mood like where you show like everything's easy. When you see Snoop, you see relaxation, weed, calmness.
You know that's why he didn't fit in this
sexual seduction.
He didn't fit to me and down for my niggas.
That's Snoop. I feel you.
He fit that. Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't fit down.
What it did was strengthen. It gave them credibility and gave Snoop credibility. What niggas? Them niggas. He had the worst verse in there, but Snoop's swag was.
He didn't fit.
That was on Snoop out.
They had it. But you know, to this day, you don't look up and be like, "He down for niggas by Snoop."
But Blue Carpet, with Boss's life, and oh man, there will be ups and downs, ins and outs. Like. It's albums that didn't even make this list, bro. But what I'm saying is like the West Coast doesn't get that media shine either. Not only are we cheating ourselves out of treat. Like the world has been cheating. That's why like I said, I understand their quarrel with hip hop.
That's why tonight when we came together, when we're talking about, so originally when we first talked about CTS, before we had even introduced it to the world, we were looking at show ideas. And one of them was taking a map and talking about music by regions, because it's really hard to talk about greatest of all times or all these different things that we talk about, because there's going to be a bias based off your generation and what you love.
No, I'm actually thinking my head.
And one of the bigger things that we did in this one was pulling out the West Coast, because you can talk in your comfort zone all day long. But if you talk about hip hop as a culture and you do not include the West Coast, then you are doing a disjustice to the hip hop culture, because the West Coast still has a massive influence and a run. And so a lot of times we will talk about the same people all the time. That's why even when we did the show before in the other podcast, and I said, give me your top people, but you can't name the regular smegular go-tos. You always go to the same people. But what about the others who, when they came out, you was like, oh, who is this? When you heard hot shit, you heard country grammar, you start listening to Nelly. When Luda came out and had people thinking about what's your fantasy, everybody had a run. You can't discredit Luke in 95 South. You cannot talk about
Luke is a legend.
He's a big legend.
But
Luke is a legend to hip hop. Really bring up when we talk hip hop conversations, you don't hear these influential people come up. You hear the Jay-Z's, the Pacs, and the Bigs.
About Scar.
That's why today he is, and that's when I first found Trick that it was in that one. But that's why this came in today. So today, if you heard something that you didn't know, today, if you picked up something that you weren't used to hearing, go back and pull it out your playlist closet, because
couldn't be a better player than me.
Even if it's fucked every day of the week.
Hey, listen, hold on, listen. Yo, sis is so hip hop. No, she want to get through her spiel, but if you say a song, she has to stop and entertain the song, then snap back and be like, listen, as I was saying.
So before I save the nation, it's like I'm playing, but I can't help it.
She can't help it.
Music does that to you, and that's why I always say go back and pull it, because today I pulled out music I hadn't listened to in a minute, and I love when we do that. So speaking of it, next week.
Ooh, what's next week? What's next week?
Are we going Midwest?
Can I say it?
No, what's next week? Tell them next week, Chris.
This is the remix. We are talking about features. We're talking about remix songs. We're talking about remakes that came back.
R&B songs with hip hop features. We want to know your top 10. Now, we're going to give you a treat with hour 2 tonight. I think I got one that trumps everyone if they don't backstab me like Shaw did.
Y'all the chicken hands from Pasadena to Medina. One step, boom, like suits fill the room.
So we're going with hip hop features with, R&B features with hip hop artists in there. Like that, we just think like what Puffy said, he invented the remix was just crazy. And I'm gonna go with Jodeci featuring Wu-Tang, Freaking You.
With the Freaking You with the Ray and the Ghost?
If I can't have that one, I'm gonna go with
Biggie
featuring Total. Again, I hate talking to them early in the week because I try to be loyal to the conversation, and they'll come in and use the conversation as ammunition. Now, Chris, since I've already named mine, and could you tell me your two?
I got the two, but I got to do an R&B artist with the rap.
R&B artist with a rap, not a rap artist with R&B.
Ooh.
So no Ross with Usher. It got to be Usher with Ross.
I was actually going, though, not to get changed for me. What I was going to say though was LL with Boyz II Men, Hey Lover. Is that?
Oh,
I'm just saying. But
this is more than a crime.
Maybe I have to switch that back.
So does LL Who Do You Love? No, that's
a rap song.
That's a rap feature.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. See what I'm saying? See how you get me?
R&B feature rap, not rap feature R&B.
Oh, Biggie and Mace, Only You.
It's Biggie and Mace.
Nah, it's 112 featuring Biggie and Mace. That's an R&B.
Jesus.
Notorious. That's 112 featuring.
Oh, you know what? Ooh. Mr. Cheeks featuring 112. 112 feature Mr. Cheeks.
There you go.
Baby, you can come see me, and I need you here with me.
When I tell y'all this is my time. So again, next week, we're going to keep on doing this. Although we love our Black Wall Street moments, we're going to keep pushing you to vote. We're going to tell you about Kicking It with Daz. We're going to come at you with knowledge. At the end of the month, the last Wednesday of the month, we're going to bring you business. We got Shonda coming on. But before we bring any of that, We're gonna talk to music because our number one love is music.
It is
Just
music.
like
That's
we
what brought
brought
us
you
together.
with the West Coast. Next week, Tish, you ain't gonna see the playlist this week. We're gonna be lit all weekend. We're talking R&B hits with rap features.
So I'm not meeting with you. I'm not meeting with y'all this week because I don't want to have my list.
Do you write your list down?
Yeah, I don't want to have my list appear on y'all list.
I'm
live.
I'm muting the group chat right now. I'm muting it now. I don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say.
I'm gonna send all their ass to YouTubes all week.
No YouTube, bro. Can y'all go with no YouTube? Come up with something like without YouTube.
I mean, that's what we got you for.
At least do it Crystal did.
before
She
YouTube.
got her list.
You're mad because I use YouTube because I'm young enough to remember.
No, you got your list. Blue, you got your list taped to the little laptop, and it's cool. They can't see it, but N and I can.
Better cheat than repeat.
It's like a teleprompter, but it's just in her handwriting.
Ooh, he know how to lie.
Repeat the line.
He know how to lie.
I saw what she wrote it.
Ooh, niggas ain't shit but hopes and tricks.
You can bring out that West Coast when we get up out of here.
You should see what she said. Razzcast made Doggy style. That's why I said, "Oh, she got the notes too close together."
You know what? Call one because
She confused herself. She confused. What you doing? What you doing? Don't do that. What you doing? What you doing? Don't do what you doing.
I ain't making up stuff. Listen, we was leaving.
Hold on, no. Before we do get up, I got one for you, and it's
Because he
kinda
trifling, and there's nothing on
It's
this
kinda
thing
new,
with
though,
his
but that
lying
new-
self.
You
That
want me to take the sticky off?
Take it off. Find it. I want
You
you to
gonna mess
rub the
up-
screen.
you gonna
Look
mess up the
crazy.
angle.
Rub the
Method
screen.
Production.
I'm sorry, bro.
That new Tiana Taylor featuring Ghost and Method Man. Listen to that one.
When he said that, Rose.
That's another reason for me to listen.
Y'all know I like Method Man.
That one is a nice R&B with a.
That's another reason for me to
And
listen.
Usher, ooh, he got a couple of
To go to N House and sit in the back deck,
Ian.
have some cigars, and
That's another reason.
this reason got better be good.
You better be good.
You told hot flaming Cheetos.
Y'all tune in next week as we talk about R&B songs
fun, y'all.
with hip
That
hop
one's gonna be fun.
rap features. I can't wait. I'm gonna get in trouble,
I never heard of it. You said,
and we're gonna enjoy stuff. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'm gonna try to rally up the troops and make them behave.
No, I never heard of South Pickle. You said raking my yard. You know what I said? Dang, are these songs?
Night, y'all.